Hey there, cinephiles. Today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite films of all time, and that is When Harry Met Sally. If you know me and my taste, you'd agree with my friends and say how I love. Writer Nora Ephron and director Rob Reiner knew exactly how to not only portray Harry and Sally well, but how to allow for characters like Jess and Marie to steal the show at times too. These are all characters that feel multi-dimensional and have beautiful chemistry together. Let me actually get into their friends before I talk about the titular characters. Jess, played by Bruno Kirby, has the best introduction as Harry's best friend. He's there for Harry, but there's a little bit of an ego to him, especially with one of my favorite lines in the whole film.
No, I'm a writer. I know dialogue, and that's particularly harsh.
I wonder why I connect with him so much. As for Sally's best friend, you get Marie, who's portrayed by the wonderful Carrie Fisher. She's desperately looking for love in all of the wrong places. Although I just know with her Rolodex of people, she could pair anybody up real well in real life. The best thing for these characters too is that they have their own little When Jess Met Marie. And it's amazing because it all came from when Harry and Sally tried to set each other up with their friends, but that didn't work out too well as Jess and Marie ran off with each other instead. But let me get into the other two on that double date. Harry, played by Billy Crystal, aka Mike Wazowski, who plays this actually interesting and emotionally damaged man that uses comedy as a coping mechanism. He actually shows some great human emotion throughout the film while still being this player that gets with so many women. But then again, when you're wearing that sweater, you could get anybody. He starts the film saying I love you to this girl he's practically already forgotten, to then having to go through a divorce and depression as he grows a friendship with Sally, to then declaring his love for Sally on New Year's in what is one of the best exclamations of love, and basically sets the bar of what every rom-com is trying to meet. This may be an oversimplification of his arc, but it's absolutely so well executed. On the other side of the title, we get Sally, portrayed by Meg Ryan. She's able to skirt the line of this plucky, even-keeled, yet high-maintenance character so well. Her growth as a character is remarkably well done too, as she's able to go from being so uptight and choosing Victor Laszlo over Bogart to beginning to date someone who she claimed to love without even knowing for a full month, to then realizing she'd choose Bogart over Laszlo and allowing herself to feel her feelings rather than just having walls up. She also does have the most iconic scene in the movie and one of the most parodied of all time.
I'll have what she's having.
It's so great because Nora Ephron just decided to write the most charming script of all time, and these characters were played beautifully. And even with their life-changing growth, they still feel like the same characters. The structure of her script too is also really cool. It includes stories of how couples met in an interview format, and they're sprinkled throughout the film. With these interviews, it also helps ground the film more too, as it gives the film somewhat of a documentary vibe, which makes the budding relationship between Harry and Sally all the more real. The structure of the writing also extends gracefully into the jokes. They feel perfectly in place and jokes that are specific to the characters who make it. Jokes such as Jess's line, "You made a girl meow?" Or when Harry is talking about a sex dream he had and one of the judges gave him a bad score but blames it on the dismount rather than psychoanalyzing why his mother was even a judge, are just so in tune with their characters. Everything about these characters are just so fully realized, which of course big props has to go to the director Rob Reiner too. Visually, there's some great stuff. Aside from some of the most beautiful shots, there's some great creative decisions, whether it be subtle like when Sally wears a skirt the next scene after Harry says she looks good in them, or when there's a split screen used for phone calls. The whole split screen creates a sense of togetherness, but also one of the vision. It really depends on which scene you're in. That being said, there are so many small, minute details that also push the narrative forward on how Sally and Harry feel for each other. Like when he shaves his beard and you see them dancing, feeling his cheek on hers, his eyes open wide, and it's small things like this that continue to add more character to everyone. Honestly, there's so much to love about this charming film. The score and song selection is even cozy with the Randy Newman-esque score and fantastic jazz songs throughout. After this, I think I'll go give the soundtrack a listen again. I give When Harry Met Sally a 4.5 out of 5 stars. This really is just such a warm hug of a film and perfect for the autumn season. It's also the best New Year's movie. I mean, it's no contest. You're really going to tell me New Year's Eve from 2011 is better than this masterpiece? Let's be real. If you've seen When Harry Met Sally, please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Also, let me know what are some other perfect fall films that I should check out. Please be sure to reach out and follow us on our social media accounts. As always, thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Please share this video and stay tuned for more Yeti Films content, and I'll watch you later.